Working from the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. Touchdown, Packers. J.K. Dobbins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you. Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Mond looks to throw on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 28. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Mond looks to throw. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run with Cook, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yet, indeed, the flag is out. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Dobbins running out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 38-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On 1st down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mon. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. Zadarius Smith, second-team All-Pro last year, in on the tackle.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 16, Mond. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Mond. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On play action, Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Looking deep for Adams. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now Mond on the bootleg. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And into the end zone It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
McCann now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Handoff comes to Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the green, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And they go play action here. Mon
going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers.
And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right.
He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have retaken the lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Off the play fake, Mond. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. He's to the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mond. Going for Jefferson downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Second and 10. Jet sweep. Here's Bateman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Cook following the penalty. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Mon now off of play action.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now Dobbins. And they're going to him stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,